This program brought to you by the Arts and Communications Academy at Lansdowne High School. It's the Lansdowne Show.
People always tell me that when you're planning for college and you're figuring out what you're going to do with your life, everything starts your junior year. And I'm 3/4 of the way through, and I just got to figure out, what steps do I got to take to make that happen. When people are younger and they're asked what they want to do when they get older, most of the time people always have an answer. It's always like, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a police officer, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be, something like that. And none of that was for me. And I didn't really know where to start. So my answer to that question was always, I don't know. And recently, being in the televideo class that I'm in, I, started to realize that this is for me. Like, my outgoing personality, I can read very well off a teleprompter, and I just feel comfortable in front of a camera. And so now the answer to that question is, I want to be a broadcaster. I have an app on my phone that works as a teleprompter, and I use it sometimes to work on my timing and work on my reading and my pace, and just to exercise a little bit and, keep the reading fresh for when I really get a chance to do it for real. So we're just going to run through a quick exercise, what I do normally to help me on my journey. Here we go, we'll run through it. Coming up on Eyewitness News, destruction caused by wicked winds. We'll show you the damage left behind from last night's storm and tell you just how fast those winds were gusting. Plus, in the dark, thousands remain without power. We'll have the latest estimates on when the lights will be back on. Then, reopened, a busy bridge linking the two communities is finally complete. We'll show you the new and improved bridge and tell you what it means for businesses on both sides. My uncle was on radio for 15 years in Ocean City, Maryland, and now he has his own television show down there. It's a local television show. It's called The State of Delmarva, but he's the host, he's the anchor. He's exactly what I want to be. So, it's a pretty helpful thing to have, and I'm gonna give him a call and see if maybe I can get up there and look around in the studio and maybe get to know a few people. I am about to call my uncle, the one that works as a broadcaster, to see if I can maybe go up there, Ocean City, stay with him, check out the studio, meet a few people, get a few tips. So I'm going to call him right now. Hello? Hey, I was wondering if I could come up one weekend soon and maybe, walk through the studio a little bit, maybe meet some people, and you can give me some tips, because, I want to be in your shoes one day. Alright? Alright? Okay, sweet. When would be a cool time to do that? I'm gonna be up there in a couple weeks, 2 weeks anyway, for a vacation, so maybe I can stop and check out the studio. Alright, sweet. Alright, I'll be in touch with you. Alright, see you. Bye. Alright, so looks like I am going to check out the studio, so it's all about who you know. You're going to have to pour a lot of coffees and kiss a lot of butt to be where you want to be. And I have a good opportunity here with my uncle helping me out. And Mr. Nick used to go to high school with Amber Theo Harris, former Fox reporter, ESPN reporter, and now on NFL Network, one of the largest sports corporations in the world. So I'm taking advantage of it. I'm going to try to get in contact with her, see if she can help you out a little bit. Good morning, Lansdowne. This is Colin Murphy with your morning announcements. Please stand for the Pledge of the Flag. Hi, I'm Colin Murphy. I'm a junior here at Lansdowne High School, about to be a senior, and I want to be basically what you want to be one day. What you are. I want to be a news broadcaster. I do the announcements here at Lansdowne, and I watch NFL Network all the time, so I see you more than you see me, so I'm going to try to even the score a little bit here. Any tips or help that you could give me, I would appreciate it. You wouldn't even understand. But here I am. Good morning, students. This is Colin Murphy with your morning announcements. Please stand for the Pledge to the Flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks for joining us. It's that time of year again. For what, you ask? The annual PBIS picnic, that's what. All Viking card holders in good standing make plans to attend this year's picnic today from 10:06 to 12:18. Check the board at the Y if you don't know whether or not you're invited. Enjoy a cookout with games, music, and your friends. Sophomores, make sure you pay your freshman and sophomore dues, $25 total before the end of this school year. You will need to pay your freshman, sophomore, and junior dues before participating in the junior ring ceremony in November. Last night, LHS recent grad Noah Cutright won the 2014 Baltimore High School Film Festival for Best Animation. You can check out his stuff at Noah Cutright Productions on YouTube. And now for your SAT word of the day. So that was just me doing the announcements and how I read off a teleprompter and how I handle myself in front of the camera. So if you could critique it or give me tips or just let me know what you thought, I would appreciate it so much. If you could give me some advice. I don't know whether I should go to a four-year college or go to a broadcasting school or something like that, what you did or what you feel would be best if you're trying to, get in that field and get to that point. And I know you're from the area, so if you know anybody around here that has any internships or anything that could help me, help steer me in the right direction, I would appreciate it beyond belief, more than you would ever know. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for your time. So this is where we stand. I'm practicing, working hard, getting in touch with the right people. I just want you all to remember this face, because one day you'll see it while you're sitting down around the dinner table, TV's on, you'll say, hey, I know that guy. This is just a part of my journey. I want to thank you all for watching.
This season coming up, I really don't know what to expect. Who knows what may come. We have a lot of seniors, first-time players coming out for varsity. We got a lot of freshmen and sophomores, which is outstanding, which means JV should be very strong. And I'm just excited. We'll see where the season goes.
I'm trying to aim to become on varsity this year. I am a sophomore, 10th grade, and I just want to try to make varsity. We'll see what happens. How much do we got?
So the first week of tryouts is over. I didn't make varsity, but I did make JV. I am team captain for JV, and I'm starting left attack. And our first game is in a week, so let's see how it goes.
Slow down till you get through those last
So this year we're having a good season. We are 3-0 on JV. Varsity is 2-3, and on the season so far, I have 2 goals and 2 assists. It's going pretty good so far. I've been working a lot, trying to show as well as I can be on the field. To impress the varsity coach. Maybe by the end of the season I can get moved up to play with varsity.
This is our offense. If we miss a shot and they start clearing it, or if they get the back up and we can't get the ball back, if they start trying to clear the ball, this is where we're going. Ethan, from your wing attack, you need to haul your butt down here, and you have the middle zone right here. Now Gorsha, you're going to come from X. You're going to come around here, you have this zone. James, all you're going to do is drop straight back because you're slow and you got that zone. It's okay to understand the time.
Yes, coach. Oh my God. Well, if it makes you feel better, he only told me like, hey, I'm really not into sports, so I don't really want to go. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
He had the nerve to check the hunt.
No, don't that.
Yes! Don't tell him, dude. Who put their hand in there? That's Trice.
Bye. Very nice.
Oh, they're mad. I got hit.
You should probably quiet down. These cameras.
So we beat Kenwood 11-1 the other day, and that makes us 5-0 as a JV team. And coach is looking at people to be pulled up for varsity now because the season's getting close to ending. And next week we play Western, and if we beat them, we will be the Western Conference Division II champions. So let's see how this goes.
Man.
One side of the goal and make that shot. Right. Coming across and you're hanging your stick, take a shot. Okay. Look at the goal, take a shot. Keep it tighter. Keep it tighter, up by your ear, okay? Look at how I'm shortening up on my stick. I'm here, protecting it. Get the shot off.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. Hands in, let's go, boys. Good effort today, a lot of good work today. I heard the rip sesh went really well with the middies, okay? And attack, we did a lot of really good work. Defense, we played good position, we did a nice job. I'm very pleased with the overall result of today's practice. Okay, I'm a little unhappy with people in attendance with practice, but those people will be dealt with directly. All right, here we go. PHR on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. PHR! See you Monday.
So on our season, we went 6-1. They canceled our last 2 games, but I did get pulled up to varsity for the senior game and the rest of the season. I achieved my goal.
Well, we pulled up 7 players at the end of the season as JV finished up. We pulled up 4 midfielders, Tyler Ellis, Matt Smeltzer, Hussam Ali, and Antoine Jones. Pulled up 2 defensemen, Josh Bainey, Steve Cordova, Josh Bainey and Aaron Fair, and then Steve Cordova, the goalie, and then we pulled up 1 attackman, Ethan Markle. What we're looking to do is have them develop as players over the next couple of weeks, hopefully, and see if they can contribute as the playoffs start to roll on. Please sign off to complete the process. Okay. Ethan, nice job. Thanks for all your work this year.
So this is where the story starts. That's where it all began. I didn't actually even think about writing anything until I was listening to Eminem on when Google used to have the little MP3 play things, and I was listening to Mockingbird and I was trying to rewrite it for a girl, and it was horrible. But that was probably the first attempt of writing it. Maybe I'll be able to find it and censor the title.
The person talking about before with the Mockingbird, for the Mockingbird rewrite, I can't stress that more how important that rewrite was, because how it escalated into this entire huge plethora of literary aspects that came out of me just through that little crush spell of middle school. Where they would sell concessions or baseball games. I would sit up here a lot of time, right here where the camera's sitting, and I would write. And I would be outside, I'd write if I was in trouble. I'd write until the coach told me to get off, it was a coach, but he was gym teacher rather, told me, Carlos, get off your ass, get get on the court. And I'd go in the court and I would act like I knew how to play basketball or whatever. Because I felt like it was more important for me to just be alone and write. Go on the site, and I start listening to it, listen to some other songs, and I start kind of, hitting it and everything. And I listen to it, and I listen to his rhyme scheme, and I automatically notice the rhyme scheme because of literary classes that I was taught when I was at Ascension. We learned this whole thing about, the A scheme, B scheme, how you kind of how poets keep the words up, how rappers keep the words up. We did the whole thing in literature. So I already knew about rhyme schemes. So I was listening to it, and I was like, this is really cool. You get a lot of respect for this. You get a lot of hype for this. I can bust out of my shell, and I can learn how to do this.
I met John Cross through televideo, and his writing skills, he showed me a few things he wrote, really amazing, and we worked together through televideo a lot, and we did a few short films and a lot of other things.
Creativity is important because it empowers students to express their individuality.
When I was 14, I had discovered rap, and through rap, I discovered Eminem, and I tried to be like Eminem. Would emulate him in my lyrics. Poems here, my writing. Many things. This in this box has grown over time. This is the first notebook ever. Me and my old friend Drew Casto, we used to write in. Very first piece of literature I ever wrote by myself, that wasn't for a class, that wasn't for a grade, that was just simply as pure as what it was. It went a couple pages. Here we are. This is Arbutus Middle School. Home of the Eagles, right? Well, for me, this is where a lot of learning took place. Not academic learning, but moral learning, life lessons. But it's originally by Eminem, but I kind of made my own version of it. That's what I used to do. I used to make my own versions of his songs, and it used to just keep me writing for hours upon hours. When I was supposed to be doing schoolwork that I didn't feel like doing, this is what would come out of it. Lyrics, just upon lyrics, upon, any little thing that I decided to write down. My second official song, was Family Tree, and I put explicit there because I thought it was cool or something. And it's this really, really crappy song we're not going to get into. So this is the laundromat. It's where we used to spend a lot of time. It's where I don't really come down and hang out here anymore, but it's where a lot of our funny adventures happen. Even to this day, I lie in between different occupational areas. I have deep interest in all forms of live entertainment, acting, comedy, and of course, literature. But no matter where I go, what risks I wrangle with, the chances I take, and the opportunities I may or may not lose, my heart will always be where my writing started. The anthems of a young teenage boy. Through humble times, dark wanderings, and peaks of happiness, I was just a kid who had big dreams. And now, being a young man setting out to fulfill those dreams, I can definitely say this. Everything you've seen in this documentary today is the beginning of my story, but is not even the tip of the iceberg for what is to come. The contents in that box may mean a lot to me, but the truth of it all is, what's impacted me the most is everything that I've endured despite it.
you.